Hi everyone, in this video today we're going to talk about how to take the square root of a negative number. Alright, at the top of this slide it says for any real positive number b, the square root of negative b squared equals the square root of b squared times the square root of negative 1, which equals bi. Mostly what I need you to be concerned with is that part underneath, this guy here. We are going to break down our square roots and the numbers underneath them, so we have a perfect square. Ooh, let's use a highlighter. Multiplied by another factor, and then by negative 1. So you're going to have three things underneath your square root. One thing to note, that perfect square, you want it to be the biggest one you can divide your number underneath by. As a reminder, some perfect squares are 1 squared is 1, 2 squared is 4, 3 squared is 9, 4 squared is 16, 5 squared is 25. So we're looking for, this continues on, but we're looking for one of these numbers that we can divide 27 by. What I like to do is go to the number closest to 27. Can I divide 27 by 25? No. Can I divide it by 16? No. But I can divide it by 9. So 9 is going to be my perfect squared. We're doing 27 divided by 9. When I do that, I get 3. And then my last number is going to be negative 1. From there, we're just going to break it up and take the square root of each thing. So I have the square root of 9 times the square root of 3 times the square root of negative 1. The square root of 9 gives me 3. So I know this equals 3. The square root of 3 I can't take the square root of, so we're just going to keep this part. And then the square root of negative 1 equals I. So the big idea here is that the square root of negative 1 equals I. So at this point, we would have 3i, and we're going to put those out front. And then underneath our square root, we have 3, and this would be my final answer. So the square root of negative 27 is 3i root 3. All right, for my next problem, we're doing the same thing. We have the square root of negative 125. So I'm looking for a perfect square that goes into 125. The perfect square that comes to mind for me is 25, because I know I can divide this by 25. When you divide that by 25, you get 5. So in the first spot, my perfect square is 25. My other factor is 5, and my last thing is negative 1. Remember, as always, we're going to break it up. So we have 25, we have 5, we have negative 1. If I take the square root of 25, I get 5. I can't take the square root of 5, so I have root 5. And then the square root of negative 1 is I. Again, I want to rewrite it. I want I in front. So my final answer would be 5i root 5. And that equals the square root of negative 125. All right, my next problem, we have 216. Again, I'm looking for a perfect square that goes into 216. I think it might be 36. Let me try it. Yeah. So I know that 216 is equal to 36 times 6. So in my first spot, we're going to put 36, then we have 6, and then we have our negative 1. Again, we're going to break it apart, so we do the square root of 36, the square root of 6, and the square root of negative 1. The square root of 36 is 6. I can't take the square root of 6, so I just have root 6. And then the square root of negative 1, remember, is I. My 6 and I go out front, so my final answer would be 6i square root of 6. All right, and then my last one, yours shouldn't be negative 27. Hopefully I actually changed that because we already did that one. I think I just forgot to change my picture. This should actually be negative 18. So I'm looking for a perfect square that goes into 18. Well, I know I can divide 18 by 9, and that's a perfect square. 18 divided by 9 gives me 2. And then remember, you have your negative 1 on the end. So we have the square root of 9, the square root of 2, and the square root of negative 1. The square root of 9 is 3. I can't take the square root of 2, so I do root 2. And then the square root of -1 is I. Again, we want 3i out front, so my final answer is going to be 3i root 2. And you're good to go. Thanks for watching.